Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about, in this tutorial, we're going to talk about redstone and some clocks. I just made some basic clocks here I think everybody might be able to use, and I'm going to show you how they work and why they work, and maybe an issue you might have with them if you do decide to use one of these clocks. Okay, so let's get started with it. The first thing we'll do, we'll take a look at this first clock here. And you see we just got some repeaters going around and some redstone dust. A couple methods to make this work is to push a button, have it connected, but I wanted to show you this might be an issue that you have because you have to execute it to send the signal out of the button into the redstone and then break this so that the clock will continue. So just to kind of show you, if this does happen to you, all you got to do is break a piece of the redstone. You want to place the redstone back, the redstone dust. You push this and break it, and you got to be fast. So let's place that dust back, and we'll do it really quick here. So you need to just kind of figure out how you want to do it here. And I think we got an issue with this. Okay, this first clock here, it's going around. You see repeaters that are all going the same direction. We're all going clockwise, okay? And you could face them the other way and go counterclockwise if you wanted to. That wouldn't matter. But if you push the button and you don't break the button, it keeps sending a signal out, and it's not going to allow the clock to happen. So if you do have this, that's the reason I wanted to show you here. All you got to do is break this redstone dust, place another one down. You want to press the button and break it, and then you have a clock. And that will keep going until you break the dust again. So another way you can do it is with the redstone torch. And it's the same thing. As soon as you place it down, you want to break it. And if you're not fast enough, again, you'll need to break the redstone dust and place the torch again. This one gets a little bit harder, and actually in survival mode, it may act a little bit different. So it might take a couple times. If it does, that's okay. There you go. You just got to get it practice. I don't like these kind of clocks where you don't have an off and on switch personally, so I usually don't use this clock here. One that I'd really like and I use a lot is this comparator clock. So it's comparative on subtract or negative mode, however you want to look at it. And all I'm doing is just pressing that button, right-clicking on it. Okay, so if you wanted this timer to go just for a little while, click on it, and it's kind of fast. You can see the clock is repeating really fast, right? So I really like this one here. So like I said, if you want to just have it temporarily activate a clock real fast, then that's all you got to do is use a button. And let's say if we get a stone button on here. A button. So we'll go ahead and grab another wooden one, and we'll grab a stone. And you see the time that it lasts. Versus the wooden one. The wooden lasts longer, right? Just a little bit. But if we take and use the lever, let's go grab a lever back. You can turn this clock on and leave it on, or turn it off. So I prefer using a lever again. There's different ways you can hook this up. Say if you wanted to hide it behind a stone. Say for this instance, a stone brick, you could do it this way also. Because the signal will carry in to the block, to the comparator. So you don't have to leave it out like that. So I just want to show you. So if you're setting something up and you don't want to leave the redstone showing, that's another way to do it. Another one, clock that got pretty popular when they added the observer blocks facing into each other like this, is a clock like this. Again, we're using a button for temporary clock. So as the two repeaters face into each other, they have a signal coming out of both ends. We take a look here. Like that. And this may be where you can get like a random pulse if you were able to connect these two and switch back and forth. Another clock that I didn't add, I think we got time, we'll add it into the video, but I want to show you here, if we take and remove that and put a stone here, and then we place our lever, we can keep that clock going, until you turn it back off with the lever. Another clock that a lot of people use is this setup here. I don't know what the name you would call it, but basically what you do is you got a redstone signal coming out of this block into this repeater, and it's looping back down with this on. So check it out here, clock, and you see the timing on this clock is a little slower. So if like these clocks might have been going a little too fast, especially this one, you need something in the middle. This gives you more options. And I guess if I needed a slower clock, maybe I would use this one here. And this is kind of a medium speed clock. But if you even need more control, there's a cool clock here. See if we can make this real quick. We need a couple of hoppers. Okay, we can just use regular pistons for this. We don't need sticky pistons. Oh, I got them placed too far apart. Okay, what we have set up now is an etho hopper clock, and you can see the items or the hoppers are faced into each other, and this one's actually, well, now this one's locked because of the redstone block. And what you do is you just put items in here, and as they move down, you'll have a signal that can come out either end here. Yeah, let's just make it more. And you can see the signal gets stronger or weaker based on the number of items that are in here. So when it switches, that's when we have a stronger signal. You could actually set your signal up too from here. So wherever side this is on. So when it switches to this side, you could have a clock coming off of it here, or signal coming off. So just another way to set up a clock depending on the timing you need. If you wanted to be faster switching clock, you would take items out. You wouldn't have as many in it. So now we only have, let's see, 7. And so it's going to go that much faster. And if you wanted a slower clock, again, you would just add more items in here to switch back and forth. Okay, so to make this, so you know how it's made, you just got a hopper going into another hopper, and then coming out of that as a comparator into a block that has redstone on top of it, so it can send a signal to the piston here. Okay, and just repeat that on the other side facing this way. And like I said, you can have signals coming off the redstone here, or signals coming off this. You can see how the power strength on them is not very strong at all. And so if you wanted to use these would be just, you probably want something to power them out, like a repeater coming out of it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you learned anything new, you have suggestions or whatever, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video.